What's up? This is Nikki Wildflower. Today, along with my business partner, Alyssa Troncoso, we are the co-founders of Slice Strands Extensions. And I am the founder and CEO of Slice Squad, where we teach hairstylists how to slice their timing and double their income every day of our life. So we're going to show you how we got this transformation with the extensions, with the custom color in less than 2 hours. Yes, that means in the chair and out. And I know it seems wild, and a lot of the stuff that we do does seem wild to people because it feels like shortcuts. I promise you that when you start utilizing these techniques in the right way and you do it intentionally, you are going to get the same results, if not better, and it's going to take you a fraction of the time. And there's a reason why our clients, the people who come on and use our services, see a 102% revenue increase within 90 days on average. And that is because we show them how to get the job done in a fraction of the time, including all of the business aspect of it, the hair color, everything. And they're able to, actually charge more. It just increases their earning potential so much. So I'm just taking these big zigzag sections and I'm backcombing and I'm going to saturate really, really well. Now, everyone would think that this is going to come out splotchy, but when you get this saturation thing down and you do this right, it will not be. Now, I'm ever so slightly feathering up, but maintaining my saturation. You really want to get in there with the lightener and make sure that you have a really nice coat of it on top. Using these wide foils is going to be a game changer as well. So I'm taking down my next section. I'm leaving out a little piece in between because we really want to keep the dimension, and I'm over directing forward. That's going to create this gorgeous gradient of a color. So and also we're putting extensions in. So you have to remember that the extensions are going to do so much of the speaking for us, but even still, there are always easier, simpler, more efficient ways to get a result than doing these tiny little baby light sections. I'm freaking sick of it, and you don't need to do it. You're not always going to be able to take sections this thick, but sometimes you can. And you can always do slices instead of weaves. There are just so many ways that you can swing this and do this. Doesn't turn out blotchy. We end up doing a custom color on her. So I think we end up doing about 4 foils on each side of her head. And then we just do a face frame and we do a custom color and we custom color her extensions. And I can't wait to show you those too. We place 2 rows of them in her hair. Now, we specifically choose to use a full spectrum color line that is going to get you the result faster. So everything processes within 10 minutes, the demi-permanents, the permanents, everything. So we created a custom copper formula for the client's toner, and we also created a custom red formula for the extension. So we are going to do a multi-dimensional copper and red transformation here. She was amazed. This is a really high ticket service. And if I can do it in 2 hours and it takes somebody else 8, why would I charge less when I just gave my client the ultimate convenience? Consumers want convenience. That is the world that we live in right now. Think about it. When you take a flight somewhere, the direct flight, you pay more. When you want priority delivery, you pay more. Most people who have money to spend on luxuries are lacking in the time department and they're willing to pay for it. So now I took this middle section, I zigzagged it down the middle, and I'm just over directing, splitting that hair right down the center and really saturating. I always think it's so funny when people are like, but this is so lazy. There's no way that's going to grow out well. And then we show them the grow out, what this ends up looking like in 7, 8, 9 weeks. And they're like, okay, well, you're still lazy. I'm like, okay. So 7 weeks later, she came back for a move up and this is what the color looked like. She didn't even want to change it. She still really loved the way that it looked. So it's really all in the saturation here. And there's this myth that you can't go up into the back comb, that it's going to cause a mess. And that could not be further from the freaking truth as long as you keep your saturation steady. And that's one of the things that we really teach you, how to keep that saturation. That's me celebrating a 20-minute application time. Granted, our director of consulting was helping me with the application a little bit. I normally don't work with an assistant and I'm still able to do this. So now Alyssa is going in with our Slice Strands extensions. These are incredible. They take about 7 minutes per row to install, 7 to 10 minutes. When you first start, it might take you 15. And then once you get that your repetition in, which we teach you everything that you need to know, then you're really able to do it so much faster. So I'm at 6 minutes right now. Alyssa's at 5 minutes and 20 something seconds. So we're putting her rows in. We're going to do our first row, and we're doing something that we call the tulip method here. We have about like 20 different ways that you could install these and placements, and they're all just made to make your life so much easier. So we are going in for our first one, and then we're going to subsection it out. Again, we custom colored it. These are sewn in, but you don't have to sew at all. We do all of it for you. This is a patent pending technology that is engineered so precisely for the weight distribution, for the scalp health. They are so comfortable. The scalp loves it. This is the highest grade hair that you can possibly have. And we have 24 different custom color combinations, multi-dimensional. So we're doing 2 of our full width wefts here. Remember, we hand sew these for you, so we're not going to be cutting them. We show you how to custom place them. So we're doing a brick lay placement here. And that's going to be her subsection. Actually, we ended up realizing that our subsection was too thick, and we ended up going back in, but that is A-okay, no issue. And there are so many ways to custom place. And when I tell you this is a sew-in result, I mean it is a sew-in result. We just do the hard part for you. And our wefts come in different widths. So these are 10 inches across. And then we have ones that are 7 inches across. And then we have ones that are 1 inch, which are closer to like the size of a tape-in that you would put on the sides. But it's just amazing. We're going to get a hidden bead. We're going to show you this perfect flip up. She could wear her hair up right away. Super clean. We're so excited about this. There's nothing like it that exists on the market right now. I know that you can hear like how obsessed I am in my voice, but anyway, you know. So we're making sure that we pin this in nice and neat. And we are not going to get into super detail and give you the super zoom up close up because this is our we're zooming in. Okay, this is our patent pending technology, and we really reserve it for stylists who become certified with us. We won't certify just anybody. You do have to go through an application process and an interview. It's really important to us. This is our small business. Like, we do everything ourselves at this point. It's our pride and joy. And Alyssa engineered these herself after being a frustrated extensionist for 17 years. So all we do is we go around and we put the hair through the loopers. And I am going to push up on the bead and pull the hair down. After I like to load the hair through the loopers first. And then all you really have to do is pull up on the bead and push down. No, wait. Push the bead up and pull down on the looper. And these are double loopers. So these are the tulip method, which actually secures the hair beneath the thread. And you just clamp and you walk around your head. It is super clean. Again, you're getting that full flip up. It's really the same thing with the hidden bead and everything, except you are doing a fraction of the work because we do it for you. So that's the whole concept here. Like I mentioned, there are multiple ways of installing. So you can also do it without, like if you're doing a reinstall and you don't want to put the loopers back in, there are other ways to do it as well. So that's what Alyssa is demonstrating here for the second row, just so you see the diversity. Right now, in the time I'm making this video, we have a couple of different patterns. So we have wavy hair and we have straight hair, and they're just so beautiful. But really at the end of the day, like, this really isn't about the intricacies of the technique or what went into it or just being fast for the sake of being fast, because that is a skill. It's really about what being efficient is going to do for you and your business. It's going to free up time for you. So you're able to make what you used to make in an entire week. Now you're going to be making that in like 2 days. So what does that do for the rest of your life? You know, people talk about, I want passive income streams and stuff like that. Well, then learn how to maximize your time so that you actually have the time to do that. And clients are willing to spend more. We have about 300 clients reach out to us a week looking for stylists that do this, which is why we have our geo tracker now, which is something that our certified stylists get added to. So it's one of those things, you know, you want to get in early. It's about the messages that we get from people saying, hey, I made $8,000 in 3 days because of these techniques and everything you guys have taught us business wise. When they used to make $2,500 a week and they thought that, you know, I made it, I'm going to stop there. Instead, they kept going and invested in learning something new, and that makes all the difference. And this was the grow out from 7 weeks later. Healthy, no papilla showing, it just beautiful, beautiful grow out. So we're going in, we're securing, keeping it nice and clean. Again, these usually take about, when you first started, it's going to take, listen, be willing to suck at something new because it's going to really pay off for you when you're willing to take that leap. I wasn't always into extensions, so these were one of the first ones that I learned after Alyssa created them. And I just sat there and I practiced and practiced and practiced and went through all of the education. And I had a mannequin in my room, and now I can put in a row in 6.5 minutes. And it's just amazing. Clients are absolutely thrilled with this, the way it feels in their hair, the way that it grows out. So again, everything that you learn from us when it comes to timing, when it comes to efficiency, the last thing we want you to do is just be fast for the sake of being fast. Use it. Take that extra time. Change your life with it. Take action and do something. Stop letting things be a someday thing, because I used to do that too. Someday I'm going to do this. I'll do this when this happens and this when this happens. But guess what? Things keep happening and life keeps happening. You take action when you're not ready to take action. That is literally how I created the life that I created for myself. And maybe you don't know me, but it's pretty effing magical. If you're a burnt out, overwhelmed stylist and you just want to simplify and you want to maximize what you're doing right now, this is your ticket to do that. And I'm so excited to show you the results here. She came back 7 weeks later. We didn't change the color at all. When she came back, it just faded out beautifully. She is so excited. She can't stop texting me about how much she loves her hair. And we did this directly off of an inspo photo. So the 2 different colors of red are exactly what she wanted. We have got our beautiful, clean, gorgeous flip up, full custom color, full install, less than 2 hours from start to finish. So if you are ready to take that leap and come on board, let's go.